everyone, and welcome to another video. Today I'm at my grandmother's old house because it's quiet enough to make this video. So basically this is the exciting part. I have hit 500 subscribers recently, which to me is absolutely crazy, but I'm like super excited and super happy about it. Not only do I enjoy making these videos and editing and everything, but then also to receive such a positive feedback from you guys, like just wow. It makes me so happy and I'm so grateful for you guys. And I figured that I haven't really given a lot of information about myself. I thought that why not share some facts about me so that you would feel that you know the person who is behind all these videos better. But before getting into that, I just quickly wanted to mention, due to this current worldwide situation, that I truly wish everyone well. Let's hope that something meaningful would rise from the aftermath of this crisis. But in the meantime, all of you, just be safe. And I guess that's it. Let's just hop on to the first fact. So let's start with the most obvious missing one, my name. Claudia is my first name, Helmi is my second name. Claudia is of Latin origin and Helmi is Finnish, meaning a pearl. I recently turned 20 years old. I'm very scared of elevators, underground trains, and just in general actually being underground. Also, flying on planes is terrible. I just think that I have a big mistrust for these big machinery things. It's quite an annoying fear to be dealing with in such a modern world. I'm 172 centimeters tall, which I think equals to 5 feet and 7 inches. I have a very strong introverted and extroverted side. It's almost like I have the two extremes. I very much like meeting new people, communicating. It gives me so much happiness. But then again, when I've done it enough, I'm almost like exhausted and I need a day or two of just isolation in order to get into this creative mindset again. And I think there's actually a word for it, which might be something like ambivert. I don't know, I'm gonna write it down here somewhere. Somehow my hair is a big part of my identity. I don't know, I've just never dyed it, I've never had it short. I just like the way it naturally is, and I take care of it a lot with all these DIY treatments and everything. And actually 2 weeks ago I cut the bad ends away, so it's a little bit shorter now. I feel like it reflected a lot the stressful period that I had during my final exams. It was like all dull and dry and just not healthy looking, so it really needed a cut in order for it to grow long and healthy again. I'm extremely emotional. I cry a lot and I laugh a lot. I feel the emotions that I go through like very deeply. I'm just quite sensitive in general. My horoscope is Pisces and my Chinese horoscope is a dragon. Geography was my absolute favorite subject at school. To me personally, it's way too cool to learn about how the mountains are formed and how the tectonic plates work and cause earthquakes, the gases in our atmosphere. Like, it's just way too cool. There's this misconception that geography is only about learning countries and their capitals by name, when it's just so much more. The movies/stories that I never get bored with and that I could just watch on repeat are Pride and Prejudice and Pocahontas. I love Shakespeare's sonnets, and my favorite... Oh, there's a beautiful bird flying around and now it left. Anyway, I love Shakespeare's sonnets, and my favorite sonnet from him is Sonnet 29. I'll read it out to you because I remember it by heart. When, in disgrace, with fortune and men's eyes. I all alone beweep my outcast state, and troubled of heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate, wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most enjoy content at least. Yet in these thoughts, myself almost despising, happily I think on thee, and then my estate, like to the lark, at break of day arising from sullen earth, sings hymns at heaven's gate, for thy sweet love such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings. I speak Finnish as my mother tongue, English obviously, okay Swedish, like I can hold up with a normal casual conversation, and then tiny bit of German, and of course those random little words from a variety of languages, but that's about it. I like being organized, like I write down the smallest details of my day, from my water intake to how much I slept last night. All my future plans and goals are on paper, because with my daydreamer personality, I don't think I would ever be practical enough to actually achieve those goals. So it's very important for me to plan, write them down, and know how I'm supposed to act. I really like taking my time to doing simple things such as making puzzles or drawing or reading a book, because it somehow puts me into this zen creative state. I usually need it after having been socially very active or after just having a ton of thoughts. There comes days when I just need to calm down, and the easiest way for me to do it is to engage myself in something simple that makes me happy, like reading a book or drawing or making a puzzle. I've never been quite sure where does my so intense love and longing for nature and connection with animals and such originates from. I've always had it, but it somehow emerged a few years ago when I was going through quite a stressful time, and I just found nature to be like the most peaceful thing ever. I find harmony in its order, I find harmony in its beauty, and just about everything how it's constructed. And the thing is, I find the same kind of harmonic feeling in other things I value too. Close relationships when they're doing well, keeping myself healthy inside and out. I find it in the early morning, a simple walk, and I can find it in animals too. And for the past years, nature's been a major source for me for that kind of harmony. I think the attraction that I have for nature is somehow to balance out the dislike that I have for the current lifestyle, somehow the hecticness of everything, from, I don't know, loud cars to how materialistic we are. Last but not least, I am very, very hungry at the moment, so I'll go home and I'll go eat. Thank you very much for watching and for sticking with me, really. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And I hope to see you next time. So, my favorite quote. I love Shakespeare's sonnets, and my